What's good? How are you guys doing? At first, I just want to start off by saying a couple of things with this reading really quick because initially someone asked me to do this, and at first I was a bit apprehensive about doing this reading due to the sensitivity and the circumstances that were going on with this man and his passing. But I don't know what happened. I just kind of feel like a couple of things happened when it came down to this reading personally. At first, I wasn't willing to do it because of the sensitivity of the situation. I felt like, what's the point in trying to get that done, given the fact that we all know how hate crimes work. But then it's really crazy because I basically recall seeing a post that Mary J. Blige put up, funny enough, and she was just posting about Ahmaud, and I happened to be because like I said before, I don't want it to be disrespectful. You understand? I didn't want to come off disrespectful. It's a very sensitive time. But funny enough, I happen to be number 22,300. I was the 22,300 like on Mary J. Blige's post. And I don't know why, but just something in that moment moved me to say that I have to get back into being an activist. I have to get back to actually speaking on something that really, really matters. And the thing that was kind of crazy to me, even when dealing with this situation pertaining to Ahmaud, I believe, I'm trying to remember when this happened. I can't really remember when this happened, but this happened sometime last year. I'll probably say maybe in the winter, probably the fall. I can't really recall. I feel like I had a situation similar to Ahmaud. I wasn't running or doing anything like that. I was actually working my position with Amazon Flex, and I actually did a video on this. And I think I told people my story about how I was doing deliveries, dropped the box off, and basically I was getting ready to leave and finish the rest of my deliveries. And this guy was for real, legitimately chasing me down the street and trying to run me off the road in his pickup truck, and he had a gun. And all I was doing was delivering packages, and his excuse for doing so was that he thought that I was trying to steal something from his house when I was just delivering his box, basically. And they tried to flip the blame on me, oh, you're in an unmarked car, you did this, you did that. And it's just wow. So I can't even do my job even when I have, my gear on and everything like that. That still gives a white man the right to chase black people down because they're under the assumption that it's okay to do so because they feel like a crime has been committed. God forbid if this man runs me off the road and I'm dead. God forbid if anything happens to me and I'm in the middle of the fucking forest and I don't know anybody to call on to. Keep in mind that I did speak to Volusia County Police about this situation. And again, as I stated before, they brushed it off. And the thing that was so crazy is that when I'm talking to the white cop and I'm hysterical and I'm upset, and I'm also dealing with the fact that I have PTSD, this dude is putting his hand on his hip, he's like, you need to calm down. And I'm like, what are you gonna do, shoot me? Is that what you're planning on doing? Because I'm upset, because basically you guys are allowing this man to basically get away with doing whatever this white man wants to do. They didn't press any charges, they didn't do anything, they just labeled it as a misunderstanding because they all know each other. So this is why I just kind of feel like maybe there was a part of me that didn't want to do this because I was like, I know I'm gonna snap, bruh. I'm just I know I'm gonna snap. I already know it. I already knew I'm gonna be in a position to snap because this upsets me. And I tell people all the time, I'm just whenever it comes down to situations with domestic terrorism, white people don't see it that way. And it's not to say that everybody is like this. I'm just saying that there's certain people in law that have put themselves in the position of being in law in order to get away with things like these, or in order for Zimmerman to walk, or in order for other people to basically just have to throw up a hand gesture in court, and basically they don't have to see a damn day in jail for nothing. And I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm just like, oh, okay, so we're still waiting 400 years after the fact that we've been forced into slavery, allegedly. And I'm not saying that the slavery part isn't wrong. It's the fact that we have been in this country, that black people have been in this country before Columbus claimed to have basically taken people from overseas in order for us to be here. But we're waiting 400 years. We've waited 400 years. And yet we still can't even get the justification for what happened to Trayvon, because he can't even walk on a public sidewalk and not get gunned down by somebody because somebody feel like it, and people work with the feds, basically. So basically, as long as you have connections in the feds, it's okay. It's okay to gun down black people, right? So 400 years. No reparations. We've gone through the civil rights movement. We've gone through so many different aspects of losing infamous leaders. And yet we're still in this position where we have to tell somebody, we got to tell them to arrest 2 white men. And these people had videos of harassing this black man, and they were free for nearly 3 months, 2 to 3 months. They were free. No arrests were made, no nothing. So I have this question for y'all black people. With all this corona going on, and knowing that you are 1/10 of the population, and knowing that they don't give a shit about you, why the fuck is you still here? Why are we still here? Somebody got mad at me like, oh, this is my country, I'm not leaving, all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, word? Okay. Sit your ass right here then. Because I ain't staying here, bro. Like I said, I wasn't born here. So I have no problem leaving here, and I do plan on doing that eventually. But what I can't understand, what I do not understand about why black people are so invested into being in a country that don't give a fuck about you, bro. Why you're so invested into being in a country that won't pay you your 40 acres and a mule. Help me to understand that. They won't pay your 40 acres and a mule. And keep in mind that the thing that's so crazy about all of this is the fact that when it comes down to certain groups, I was actually looking, somebody posted something. 20,000 people were joining a group to get the McMichaels to be set free. 20,000 people were joining one, it's like a Facebook group or some group like that. I can't really recall if it's a Facebook group or whatever it is. It's a private group. And these people were trying to get the McMichaels to be free. Okay, 20,000 people. So that just shows me and lets me know that racism is very much alive and it's very much kicking. And I think that people that I feel like, and I'm not, like I said, I ain't trying to say that all white people are bad. I ain't trying to say all people are bad, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just speaking deliberately to the people that are deliberately racist, to the people that deliberately use the justice system and moved into the justice system after they discovered that their agenda in the KKK was going to be found out and going to be used in the aspect of domestic terrorism, which I have no idea if that's true or not, even if the KKK is considered to be domestic terrorists, but it's definitely heavy in the police force. And I can guarantee you that much because I've experienced it myself. And by the way, Amazon didn't do shit. Amazon didn't do no therapy for me. Amazon didn't do anything after I had some white dude chasing me down for doing my fucking job, basically. So help me understand why people are still here, because ain't nobody talking about reparations for the black vote. Ain't nobody talking about that. As soon as a Republican or Democrat says, yo, matter of fact, if you vote for me, I promise that we will do reparations and give interest on top of what we have done for slavery and how we've mistreated people. Because keep in mind, as I stated before, black people been here. Native Americans were here too, but we've been here. We've been here. So it's not to, it's trying to disproportionalize who you are as a people, so that way they can try to govern the world. But honey, ain't nothing new under the sun, because that's one thing, that's one black thing that you can't stop. And the sun shine forever like black people do, baby, because we've been here since the beginning of time. Anyway, I'm sorry, I have my little mango smoothie so I could just like be on my shit. I just had to go into that little rant real quick because like this situation really upset me. We're gonna use this car right here as a mod, okay? He is a Taurus, and that's another thing too. He a Taurus. My birthday is like in 7 days. I didn't want to do a reading yesterday because I know that it was a very sensitive time. But here is his other card. I'm going to use man holding a coin. Okay. So let's go ahead and begin. And hold on one second. Let me just grab this page really quick. Sorry, just trying to fix a couple of things. Sorry, my camera is like all over the place. But I'm trying to like get it together, because I'm just too tight about this. I think what it is that I'm fed up. I'm fed up with waiting for black people to say, oh, they finally did something right. No, I'm tired of waiting. I know a lot of people want to be on that Martin Luther King shit, but honestly, the way that I feel, I feel like right about now, we need to be on some Malcolm X type shit, and that's just how I feel. Y'all don't know how to act? Just stay away from us. Point blank, period. Matter of fact, more than Malcolm X, on some Marcus Garvey type shit. It's time to go. And that's how I feel. That's the only way to dismantle this behavior, is to have a mass exodus and to no longer tolerate this type of energy anymore, because they continue to do this to us. And I'm fed up and I'm tired of it. Absolutely tired of it. And that's another thing too. It's like, even, I think it kind of just reminded me, like even when I was like doing my best to be proactive and, you know, when there was a petition created by X's fans and stuff like that, it just seemed to be a bit pointless. You know what I mean? Just so many politics and how people will shadow ban you because you're trying to fight and trying to actually stick up for someone for their rights to get them justice. But you realize that people, baby mama and all them other type of people just really don't care, because all they were in it for was for the clout anyway. So let me just keep it pushing, because this is more important at this moment in time. And I just kind of feel like for Ahmaud and for the sake of what he wants to say is important. And like I said, at first I wasn't going to do this because I kind of feel like people were trying to kill my activist spirit. And again, it's like I just keep seeing the same story happen over and over again in a different year, in a different situation. And I'm just like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? What are black people waiting for? What are we waiting for? Why is it that we feel so disconnected from this country, and there's only 1/10 of us in the population in this country, and yet I can go to another country, probably even go to South America, and probably not deal with half the amount of racism that I deal with, what I would face in this country, and still feel welcomed. Or I could go to Africa and be the majority and just use the knowledge of what we have built in this first class civilization and rebuild the country over there. But people are afraid. They're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of starting over. They'd rather be married to a system that treats them like crap. And I'm sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of it. Sorry, I'm just like in it like right now. Let me just try to get to this. YouTube messing with your live, you might want to have to speak in code. Oh, I really don't give a shit. Fuck YouTube. I'm so over this. I'm so over this political nonsense that these people have going on. I really don't care. And that's what I mean. Oops, sorry. I don't know what the fuck that just did. Hold on. How did I just flip this? Let me see. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I apologize for that. Yes, angry. People should be enraged. People should be upset. The majority of the black men in this country are in prison as it is. And then the rest of them that are out here are busy running off with all types of other females that don't look like sisters, completely annihilating their existence as it is. But let's not talk about that in this country. Let me see how he feels really quick and what's going on with him. All right, so let's see what we got. I know, I got you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I just had to go on a rant. So we have his card right here. I hope they're taking in that truck for evidence. I don't know why. And maybe this is something that he needs to talk about, or this is something that he's expressing, but he is talking about the vehicles that are involved in the recorded vehicle and also the vehicle that that he was close to. So I hope that those two vehicles are being impounded in certain investigations. I don't know why he's stressing that to me, but that's the first thing that I see. Again, the Chariot card is him being in a position of, you know, kind of doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? But being followed, okay? The Chariot, being followed. Let's move on into his crown and his subconscious mind. This is a very, it was a very emotional celebration for him. He appreciates the people that came out to support him, but he is hurt, you know, that he couldn't be there to be with his family. He just feels very defeated, okay? The Ace of Swords is in reverse. He really tried to fight for his life. He really tried to he was thinking about all the people that he loved in his final moments. That's what I keep hearing. I was thinking about all the final, like, people in my final moments. It's like, mom, you know, like, I just get all teary-eyed. I'm sorry. I'm like taking in this man's energy. So just give me a minute. Like, mom, dad, you know, sister. Just think about the three people that I love. Even more people that I love, but I really fought for my life. I really fought for my life. They stole from me. They stole my life from me. There was no excuse. They stole my life from me. Seven of Swords in reverse. These people stole his life for no reason. They stole his life. And even when people are sitting there talking about robberies, he's like, this is false. They're trying to use an excuse because this is false. Okay? He keeps saying that those men are not in their right mind. And the thing that's so crazy is that when this situation happened, before they even released the photos of those men that were chasing him and harassing him, and I'm telling you, the power of the subconscious mind and your third eye is very powerful, because the main aggressor was that son. That's what I kept seeing, and I saw his face before they put it in the media, and it just, like, it freaked me out so bad. It just freaked me out so bad. There's something off about that person. They are not right in their mind. That's what I keep hearing. These people are not right in their mind. He's saying that the more that people stay strong and stay firm in supporting him and speaking up about him, it gives him this aspect of comfort. It makes him feel like he can kind of regenerate his soul again in order to move forward. He's hoping that his family will take the effort into pushing this forward, not only from a state level, to change the hate crime laws in Georgia, but to also to affect. I'm just like feeling it in his stomach. I just keep feeling his stomach. He's so hurt. He's just choked up. Like to take this to like the Supreme Court, basically, to take this to the Supreme Court, to take this to a higher level. He keeps saying that he wants this to be mandated at a higher level, because the state of Georgia is going to try to be on some nonsense when it comes down to this particular situation, to make sure that it's not considered a hate crime when it clearly is. And I think that people need to speak up, because they're going to try to make sure that they do not get hate crime charges. And he's saying, I need people to speak up. Please speak up. I need you guys to speak up. Okay? I need people to speak up and say that domestic terrorism is not okay in this country anymore. Domestic terrorism and racism is not okay in this country anymore. False probable cause in order to commit murder and the annihilation and the martyrdom of black men is unacceptable in this country. And if they can't understand that, and they do not rule in this man's favor, it is time to go. It is time to leave, and it is time to go. I can't say it no many more times, because here it is, the tower card, okay? See, people, they're trying to do something with the law, and he keeps stressing this to me over and over again. They're doing something with the law to make, again, I keep thinking about Trayvon, and I don't know why. And I'm not saying that these people won't face any aspects of conviction, but it won't be as heavy as what he keeps saying. So he keeps saying that people need to speak up, and they're wanting to make this into a situation to where it turns into a civil suit and that his family will be taken care of. He's aware of that, but in the aspect of speaking up for his rights and who he is as a person, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow them to gun us down and to continue to make the rules that are convenient for them. And the thing that I can't understand is, why is it that President Trump hasn't said a goddamn word? That's what I want to know. I want to know why that man ain't said a goddamn word, but he can speak on the African American community and talk about, oh my goodness, the black people are going through so much coronavirus, but in the midst of that happening, there's nothing for you to say in regards to what is going on with this man who is going for a daily jog and is literally being targeted. And as he's running for his daily jog, he has a white truck in front of him following him, and somebody recording in that video trying to tailgate him to make sure that the nigga don't get away, right? Racist ass motherfucker. I swear to God, these pigs gotta go, bruh. The pigs gotta go. I just want to see, let's focus on the death aspect, okay? Because I'm tired of black people waiting. They're like, oh yeah, we gonna do something about it. Nah, y'all ain't did shit since Trayvon, bruh. Y'all ain't been doing nothing but taking your own kind out. And I'm tired of it. That's why I ain't waiting no more. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting anymore. And they gonna let that one dude that was recording the whole damn thing not get a goddamn thing against him, because at the end of the day, he's gonna try to look like the hero instead of being a part of the situation. And that's what it is, okay? Let's talk about your death, honey. Let's talk about your death. Okay. Let's take your time. He says there's 3 men. 3 cups in reverse again. 3 men. All 3 of them were involved. All 3 of them planned this. And he said he didn't know what was coming, but he is saying at the end of the day, they were targeting somebody to chase. Okay? The Ace of Wands is in the past. They were trying to target somebody. It wasn't no damn robbery. It had nothing to do with no motherfucking I don't care. I do not care no more. I'm tired. I'm tired of this country. I am tired of this country. I'm tired of the racism. I am tired of white people being able to make excuses to kill our own. And I hope that black people can get it together. And I hope that black families will get it together. And at the end of the day, we need to take care of our own. Point blank, period. I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted. We need to protect our own. Okay, as I stated before, place the death card on his crown. Okay, subconscious mind, he keeps blaming the son. Okay, he's the main person that was shooting. Okay, he keeps blaming the son. He keeps blaming the son for the murder. That's what he keeps showing me. Okay. He is afraid. He is so afraid that people, he's like, I need people to continue to speak up for me, please, to take action and speak up for me. And the thing that's so crazy is that Reverend Jeramey, I appreciate all that you do, because it's so candidly crazy how much you look like this man. And I feel like God really chose you in order to speak up for him. Because you just look so much like that man. Like when I looked at you, I was like, these two look like they could be twins, you know, in another life. And I just appreciate the fact that you are speaking up for your brother. I really do. He did not see this coming, okay, y'all? He is saying that they planned this in the past. They were planning this. These people are wicked. They are wicked souls, and they deserve to rot in hell. They sit there and hunt boars like they hunt niggas. That's what he's saying. Trust and believe, the fool card. He ain't see this coming. He was just going about his everyday regular life. This is supposed to be some hunting trophy for him. That's what he's saying. That's what the three of them were saying. It's supposed to be some hunting trophy for them. Just to see how much they can get away with. And then they have the audacity to cry. They have the audacity to cry and say, oh, I was playing with my children before I got arrested. I hope you rot in hell. I hope there's a slow cooking day in hell for your ass. I hope there is, because it's coming. Trust and believe it's coming. He is upset that he can't go home. He's like, I just wanted to go home. He said, I just want to go home. Just turn my whole family upside down. You know, people might not be crying or doing anything like that at the moment because they have to remain strong. And I think that people have to understand that they have to remain vigilant when they're looking into the face of people and into the face of the media. But he knows that his family is broken up about this in private. But he appreciates the fact that they do their best to speak up during these circumstances, to look America in the face and to remain professional, to show that they are good people. He was a good person. He was a very good person. Unfortunately, you can only see clips of the video, but he keeps saying it's funny how you won't be able to see the clips of the video where people are trying to actually speak against me and trying to say certain things. At least they have the decency to edit those things out to protect themselves. Let me use the Oracle deck. I'm going to use this deck. I need to give this deck a break. Okay. Shit got me so tight. Like, I'm so mad. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm over it. I'm telling you, I'm over this. I'm over it. Is there anything that you want to say to your family, or to let people know what happened with you, or anything else that you want to say to the people that you care about? Like, it just hurts my heart, you know? This just breaks my soul. Breaks my heart. And that's all the white man got to say is, oh, I thought you was stealing something. And so that justifies a white man for chasing a woman who has PTSD in her car, her dog in the back of her car, for them to basically make me look like I'm the fucking criminal, or make him seem like he's the criminal because he's going for a routine jog. Shame on you, America. Specifically racist, white, cracker ass America. Yeah, I said it. Anyway. I'm sorry, let me just turn these over really quick. Let me see. They didn't arrest them because they saw the video. They arrested them because we saw the video, indeed. Exactly, that's what I mean. They waited until we had to see the video in order to get public outrage for them to do something. Here's what I keep saying to people over and over again, and I keep saying this over and over. This country, and specifically with the KKK, was founded by Albert Pike, and he's a well-known Mason. And keep in mind, Masonry is a big thing in the police force. So tell me how this situation is fair when you have well-known racists that continue to keep people of color in fear. They continue to take out people who want change for the better. And yet we still glorify how this country operates. We still glorify how this country continues to target minorities. We allow them to do this in the 21st century, like we're in like the 1920s to the 1950s, like ain't nothing changed. We still letting this happen in the 21st century. We still letting them take out like Pac and Nip and all these other great legends. We still letting them take out our babies like Trayvon Martin. Help me understand this, black people. Help me understand this, America. I don't give a damn what your race is. Maybe you ain't a racist or whatever. That's cool. But help me understand, how are we still allowing powerful people to use the law to manipulate death into their favor? What is it? What is it? Help me understand that. Trying to use law connections. Let me have a drink. Trying to use law connections. People, he's anxious about this. People trying to use law connections. He keeps saying he's really nervous about this. This makes him a little nervous because he's afraid of how people in the law, and see these people, he keeps saying that certain people have very deep connections in this particular situation. And he keeps saying that when it comes down to the law, he's doing his best to have faith in it and to believe in it, but he is nervous about these people trying to use the law in their favor or have past connections with people, because these people are well connected. That's what he's nervous about. I don't know what to say, but we can't let this slide anymore. He's saying that he is with Archangel Michael, that he is doing his best to remain on this plane in order to be around family, but in order to get through this process, because it's, as much as it's hurting him, it's hurting his whole family, it's hurting everybody, and he's in grief. He's still in grief. Okay? He's showing me adjacent possibilities. He's doing his best to, as I stated before, just trying to get all of the doors open So that way, this needs to be a lesson, okay? To where people are taking the power into moving they behind into City Hall. If they gotta jog there every day and move their behind to City Hall or move their behind to wherever they gotta go, and to protest and to say and to do what it is that they need to do to make sure that these doors are open for him. Okay? He's pointing out a couple of things because it's very difficult for him and it's very hard because he's showing me how much that he loves his mother. This woman right here, it seems like, and I don't know who this person's lawyer is that's going to be representing those men. There seems to be a female lawyer around. Honey, if I were you, I'd want to walk away from this while you can, sweetheart. I'll just say it that much. So I don't know if there's a female lawyer that's supposed to be representing them or whatever, but you might want to walk away from this one because it's about to be serious. He loves his mama. He keeps saying, I love my mama. But he keeps pointing out somebody that's a female representative or a female judge or something like that. Sweetheart, you might want to walk away from this one before we pull up your history and find out who you are and how you know these people. Because it's going to result in the end of your career if you don't. And I'm going to just leave it like that. Let me just pull over these two cards. Okay? He showed me the yin and yang, like everything will come into balance, but there will be a lot of a lot of social media turmoil that is in the result of this particular trial. You're going to actually see how divided this country is because of this man's death. Y'all going to see how prejudice, racism, you guys are going to see how well and alive this is. Because at the end of the day, everybody's wondering why we're not progressing in technology or why we're not progressing in free energy or why we are not progressing in aspects of domestic terrorism. And these people can birth white babies and let them shoot up schools, but they can't do not a goddamn thing wrong. All they got to do is just pop some Percocets and some Xanax and they say everything will be all right, little white child. Everything will be all right. But just as much as y'all would sit there and basically lynch this man in public, and if somebody else were to do the same thing that white baby did and that was a black child, oh, y'all would lynch them in the court too. They put in, hold on, let me explain something to you. See, people don't understand this because they don't understand. He's like, they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't understand. That's what he keeps saying. They don't understand the type what we're living in right now. I'm going to explain this to y'all the best way possible. In the aspect of masonry, and I'm not speaking on all masonry, I'm speaking on the racist masonry that controls this system with racism and prejudice. When they were busy lynching black men and hanging black men from trees and burning crosses, that's because they know that black men were the sacrificial lamb. They were the sacrificial lamb, and so they turned that Bible around. They turned all the truth around in order to benefit the master. Because they couldn't get over the fact that the black man was God. And they still can't get over it. Because they still can't get over the fact that even in the sun, they can't survive. So help me understand something. And like I said, I love all types of people. I love all types of people, and don't get it twisted, because I got 24% white genes in my blood, 72% black, and 2% Native American, and all that other stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff in my blood, so don't ever get it twisted and trying to label me as a racist. But you better believe that my 72% is definitely strong as a black woman, because that's how y'all continue to see me. So help me understand how the hell, when it comes down to these racist folk, y'all can't even walk out in the damn sun. Y'all can't even complete and have like your own culture, God forbid. Sounds like a vampire to me now, don't it? All this androchrome stuff, All y'all harvesting black people organs, doing all these other things like that, and using black men as a form of a trophy. As a form of a trophy. Niggas better wake up. That's all I'm saying. Y'all better get mad. Y'all better get frustrated. Y'all better do something, bro. Because I'm not going to be here to watch this stuff at the end of the day. It is going to be a very long battle. He is saying it's going to be a very tumultuous battle. It is. But he knows that his family will be taken care of. Archangel Gabriel is siding with the family and is showing me the sun card. He's saying, do not worry about this. But when it comes down to serious, other serious charges, he's like, I know that I will get some form of justice. But when I'm talking about aspects of domestic terrorism and what is happening to him, we need to do that. And when it becomes successful for him, from the aspect of federal charges for domestic terrorism, I need y'all to go back and get Zimmerman and his ass locked up too. Because I'm getting tired of this. A black boy can't even walk on the sidewalk. Can't even walk on the sidewalk, but that dude can shoot him because he has a hoodie on. It's okay for your white babies to enjoy our culture, but it's wrong for us to wear hoodies and to do what we need to do for ourselves and just walk down a goddamn street or go running, right? The hell up out of here. Y'all got me messed up today. I think that's the reason why I tried to hold off on doing this reading. But like I said, when I was liking Mary J. Blige post and she was posting about him, I was 22,300. And I just said, nah, bruh. I gotta speak on this man. And then his birthday passed. I'm like, I got to speak on this man. I have to speak on this man. Because at first I didn't want to do it because I'm like, it's quite obvious this man has gone through so many different trials and tribulations just from being him, just because he's being himself. You can't even be yourself in this country anymore. You can't be black in this country anymore. No matter how many times you try to fry your hair, dress like them, look like them. Why do you think I lock my hair? You think no, I'm locking this to strengthen my immune system and to let people know I'm proud of being black. I'm proud of my hair nappy and ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't convince me to put too many goddamn chemicals to keep frying my scalp just to make you happy, because even when I do that, you still not happy with the fact that I am a melanated being and I can survive longer in the sun than your racist honky ass ever could. Boop! Anyway. It's just very, again, it's very difficult. This is what he keeps showing me. It's just very hard. He feels, again, as I stated before, highly upset, showing me the 5 of Cups, being upset over this lowest form of tears, crying, because I do see him crying a lot. Okay, but he is getting the strength to get himself out of the bondage, out of feeling restricted. Okay, I gotta say this to y'all, and see, people ain't gonna talk about this, and hopefully in this aspect of judgment, people can see this a little bit more sooner. Okay, but these motherfuckers was spying on him. I need to make that clear. They were spying on this man. They were watching this man. Waiting for him to be isolated. He said, I should have never went alone. He's taking on a lot of grief by himself. He's like, I should have never went alone. I should have never went by myself. I should have never went alone. And I'm just like, honey, you can't take on that blame by yourself. These people were spying on him. Do you hear me? They were spying on this man. They were waiting to target him for him to be alone. He's just hurt. He said, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get away. I couldn't get away. Six of Swords. I tried to run away. I tried to get away. I tried to get away. But he fought, and I'm just like, honey, you fought your ass off. You are a hero. This is what black boys need to be doing. Y'all need to start carrying pieces on y'all. Point blank, period. I don't give a damn. Carry some guns on y'all. If y'all in a segregated area, y'all make sure y'all got a piece on y'all, because just as much as they gonna walk around with assault rifles, then y'all better get them AKs and go for a jog. I don't give a damn. I could give two damns. Y'all better do what y'all gotta do to protect yourselves. Point blank, period. Black male, black female, I don't give a damn. Y'all do what the hell y'all gotta do, because that is unfair. I don't know if he has a niece or something, but he's, or a baby or something. And I don't think it's his child, but he showed me like somebody's niece or a young child, and the baby's able to see him. And that gives him some joy. That gives him a lot of joy, he's showing me, okay? Ace of Cups, okay, is in reverse. That's him, again, just kind of, it's like kind of like falling out of love with everything that you, it's kind of like, I feel like it's like a big shock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a big shock. Like, he's completely devastated, and he just can't, it's like falling out of love with everything that you thought was normal, everything that you thought was going to be taken care of and okay. He knows that there's financial benefit for his family. He keeps saying that. He keeps stressing that there will be certain things for his family, but I'm telling you, I don't know. There's some females that are trying to, in the media, I don't know who she is, I don't know who this person is, okay? But there's a female energy, and maybe this is, I hope that this ain't got nothing to do with people's wives and stuff like that. I really do. The suspects or the killer's wives and stuff, something like that are married to these men. Please don't speak up. Please don't say anything. You're just gonna make it worse for yourself. Please don't speak up. Please don't say nothing, because it's gonna be quite obvious what type of people y'all are, okay? It's gonna be extremely obvious for what type of people y'all are. And it's just heartbreaking. Just completely heartbreaking. Okay. Why certain situations happen to where he couldn't get away from certain problems. When people ain't got nothing but time on their hands, here's the one thing that they ain't gonna do, and I think that's why he's making this connection. Before that these men actually went about their business, has anybody actually checked their alcohol levels? I bet you they didn't. Oh, I bet you they couldn't, because at the time they probably can't do that because they didn't arrest them, right? Because this shows me all of these people drinking together, having a good old time before they made their strike. I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro. I gotta leave it at that, because I can just go on forever. I can go on forever. Again, I split the deck. He's like, Mama, I love you. This is the last word that I'm gonna say. Because I can't do this no more. I'm just gonna get too emotional, and I can't. He said, my beautiful mother, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mama. You're my world, Mama. You are everything to me. You are my world, Mama. You are the most strongest woman I've ever seen. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. You are my world, Mama. And I'm just gonna end it there, y'all, because I'm getting too emotional. So I'm gonna probably come back a little later and do some more readings, or probably postpone till tomorrow, Monday, because I'm just too emotionally overwhelmed. So pray for Ahmaud. Please speak up, use your voice and speak up. Don't be afraid to use your platforms and speak up for Ahmaud. I'm tired of seeing my black men gunned down and ain't nobody doing nothing about it, because the only thing that they care about is clout. Only thing that they care about is fame and social media, and we have to stop this. We have to stop these killings of our black babies. We have to stop this. So I pray for Ahmaud. I pray for his family, and to continue to use your voices, black, white, brown, whatever, Asian, whatever you are, and know that when something is wrong in your heart about how they treating people in this country, I hope that you speak up, and I hope that those bastards get domestic terrorist charges for what they did to Ahmaud. God bless y'all.